Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature somewhere, like a bike path or a hike and trail, a park somewhere out of the city. It is even better, if you can get out of your area, and go somewhere, to take a beautiful hike. Bring your family. If you have friends, bring them along, or even the dogs. You got to check, though, when it comes to dogs for hike and trails. Some places they don't want dogs because still Starlight finds dog doo-doo on hike and trails sometimes. Really? Yeah, really. I even took a picture of it. You want to see it? you know. So anyway, I hope you were able to get out. Besides, I hope you're taking really good care of yourself. Make sure you drink plenty of water, and you gotta enjoy your time now out there because this is my favorite time of the year, and this is my birthday month. So I celebrate every day. So Starlight, this is the time that my doctors are thinking, is she going to start flying around again? Well, it happened last year. So that I will be, that happened last year on August 15th. Starlight started flying around and doing some crazy stuff. So that will be coming out. I, again, had two different videos again that I wanted to make tonight. It's kind of funny. I already got a video uploading as I speak now. So, I have no problems coming up with what am I going to talk about next. I mean, it's something. I did have a person on Facebook that he sent me a message a while back, and he's like, he was thinking I was going to run out of stuff to say on my YouTube channel, and my response was, I haven't even started yet. Because I know a deep diver that's been doing this for how many years? Like more than 10 years, and still he doesn't run out of something to talk about. And I know with myself, even if you talk about the same topic, the videos are never the same, the information is never the same. So that's the beauty of all of it. But anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. And if you want to find me on YouTube, you can, and that's at YouTube, and that's Starlight, and Kathy with a K, Dingman. And also, you can, if you want to be the change that you want to see in the world, you can give this video a thumbs up. That way, YouTube will spread it out, and other people can get help like you. And, you can also share it with a friend, a family member, a cat, a dog, a a snake. You have. I love snakes. How big is that snake anyway? They are beautiful. I do love snakes. Like I have a friend that has. Well, I don't really see her anymore, but she's got a big, beautiful snake. So anyway, besides sharing my videos with the snake or your cat or dog, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can push the button. I can ring the bell. Also, you can leave a message down below this video. Say hello, or don't be shy. Please don't be shy. I am a very friendly, outward going type of chick, believe me. And, I out in the streets, I talk to anybody and everybody. I don't care how old, I don't care what, skin color, that's all an illusion. Anyway, we're all one. I don't care what, like if you're disabled or you got some kind of problem going on health-wise, if you're young, kids, teenagers, I talk to everyone. If you're a guy or a girl, anyone, like I'm not picky. That's what I'm all about is, so you can follow me on Instagram, and that's 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman. So anyway, now to get to the video is I didn't know I was going to talk about this topic tonight. I was going to talk about something else, but then, it's kind of funny. I ended up watching a video, and like, hey, that's a great, topic. And even though it's not January, even though the first of the year is in March, I decided, hey, this is a great topic to talk about anyway, is what are your plans? I'm going to start with the next 5 years and the next 10 years, at least the 5 and 10. So I know you're not going to tell me anything. What, like, do you have any plans? Where do you see yourself in like 5 years? And where do you see yourself in 10 years from now, 2023? It's August right now, so where do you see yourself in? I've had somebody ask me, I love these kind of questions, I really do. It gets these wheels up here turning. I'm like, where do I, and it's great to do this kind of stuff, really, and that's why I decided to do this. I'm going to start where I see myself in the next 5 years, and it's going to be less than 5 years when a lot of this happens, but Starlight, um, Queen Starlight, sees herself married, with a beautiful deep diver out there. And we are living together and we are getting along great. We are having fun. We're getting to learn about each other, and we are very active in our relationship as far as going places and doing things and helping people out that we do. We want to see people be their greatest versions of themselves and be the change that they want to see in the world. So either we will work together or separately, but we will still be working on the, not the exact same thing. We might be doing what we're doing now, like what I'm doing and what he's doing, or we might work together and or both. So I'm very flexible, and like I can see that in the next 5 years, these are my things that I've been thinking about recently. Starlight like started this out in her area, and I did get the universe is going to bless Starlight in this field. And it is so awesome. I do yoga and I go out to a certain area on Sundays. Um, and it's beautiful. I get to meet a lot of other people that want to take care of themselves. They're out there doing yoga. And it is kind of funny, like I'm new with going out with a group of people. And, it's good to interact with other people that that we are working on ourselves, staying fit, learning about yoga. So where I see this is my thing that I desire, because I'm going to be in a higher love and being married with this beautiful deep diver, my twin flame, and where I want to really reach out wherever we live. I don't know where he lives yet, but I want to reach out to the people in that area and get myself in a space where, I can invite people out, like at a park somewhere, and, where to help them, like to learn about yoga. So Starlight wants to learn how to be a certified yoga instructor. I just asked a lady yesterday at the yoga course, not course, but the class that we were taking. It's not class, but it's free. And I said, hey, like how, like how does it work, to be a yoga instructor? Because I want to really talk with people in real time, out in the community, out in public, outside, where we can be on the grass, and, also get to, I want to learn more about meditations and try to really get people to really take good care of themselves. It's why I wanted to start a YouTube channel, is to reach people out like you, and help you to, to be like the greatest version that you want to see, be the change that you want to see in this world. Because I'm telling you, if you even have a clue to what I've been going through for the last, since 2017, I would have to say all the way to now, I've been doing a lot of work with a beautiful deep diver out there. And, so that person has totally changed my life for the better. And, I want to build a really strong relationship with my twin flame, and where we can, not to compete, but to help other people out, like to help them out. And the next, so you got to think, where do you see yourself, like in the next 5 years? Think about it, like where are you now? Like, are you, are you married? Are you single? Do you see yourself, like if you're single, do you see yourself like getting involved with anybody? Like maybe you're going to work on yourself, because that's really what it takes, is to, working on yourself. This is how I found my twin flame, on the internet, I never would, in my whole life would ever think that's how, I didn't see that one coming. So the universe is really unique. I love the universe and the archangels. Thank you, universe. Thank you, archangels. I asked the other day, universe, can the angels get a bonus? Because they work their ass off for Starlight. Always sending me numbers, giving me dreams when I sleep. Always. I ask them questions. They find a way to give me the answer. I mean, it's amazing. I feel like I'm an Alice in Wonderland here, really. That will be my. I do. I feel like Alice. I love that cartoon. That's a Walt. I believe it's a Walt Disney cartoon. I loved it. There was so much creativity in that. I mean, as a kid when I watched it, even though I didn't understand a lot when I watched it as a kid, where she goes down in the rabbit hole, and it is awesome. I dig that stuff heavily, so I do. I definitely have gone down that rabbit hole, and the universe is awesome, and my cheeks are like ready to pop here, because I am at awe, really, the things that I've been learning, and that's why I have a YouTube channel, is to help you to learn what I've been learning, because I did meet the universe made this all happen, is that I did find this deep diver on a YouTube channel, and, it is amazing how the universe guides us, the archangels, and, I have been growing and doing a lot of work on myself ever since, and like my life is totally different, and that's why I wanted to start my YouTube channel, is to help you, so you can be that change that you want to see. I know a lot of people are lonely. There's people that are even married or have a boyfriend and girlfriend that are miserable. They are lonely, and they're afraid to be by themselves. They don't want to be by themselves, but then they're just gonna, stay, or they feel like they have to stay in there, because they have kids. Like really, you're not being a great example if your kids know that you're miserable. Because what are you teaching them? Because I do. I know couples out there that I've worked for, and it's really sad when I can feel the vibes in the whole house, and it's it's horrible, because like I did work for a couple, and they did have a dog at one point, and then and after the dog was away, everything really changed in the house. I didn't feel comfortable anymore. The dog actually added life to the house, and it just wasn't the same without the dog there. I so it is sad, when couples, they are together, and one is always taking off and going on trips without his wife, and getting away from problems at the house, instead of realizing that, what, this is really not working out. Or if they're not getting, like if it isn't working out, really try to seek counseling first, and if you're not willing to do that, or one is, maybe one is willing and the other one's not, a lot of times one will be willing and the other one, doesn't want to. And it could be men or women, sometimes women don't want to go to therapy or counseling. And I mean, especially if you really love each other and you really want it work out, really, what are you willing to do? So also other things is for your future is looking at where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Is where are you like for your job? Are you financially stable enough out in this world? Like if another virus like COVID comes, like are you in a good job? Like where you're not going to lose your job and get fired, or like are you doing a job that is going to strong the test of time with any other virus that could come? A lot of people are feeling comfortable right now, and but still, it really COVID did affect a lot of people. People were kind of messed up before COVID, and now the people are a lot different. There's still people that really don't want to even get 6 feet close to you, and like I go to the store, and it is funny, because we've been programmed to, like through the COVID thing, is to stand 6 feet apart. Have you noticed that yourself where you're in the store and then, you see people like trying to stand that 6 feet apart from each other still, or there's some people, I've seen people still wearing a mask today. And I don't know in my area, I haven't heard anything major of any COVID viruses going around. So, it is really important to know, like, like, what are your plans? It's really good to have, like, like goals set up, and like a vision, for your future. And Starlight's already married. I already married the guy that I'm in love with, like, I don't know how many times now, so I am definitely 100% committed. There is no getting back out of that, How could I? He's my twin. There's no getting out of that. And so anyway, is also like as far as your future, like, is there anything that you want to grow? Like, is there anything that you want to change as far as you? Like, is there any like courses that you want to take to better yourself? Maybe you're not happy with the job that you're doing right now. Maybe you want to do something, like that's going to be more solid, so, or maybe you want to move out of the area. Starlight does definitely wants to move out of the area where she is. I've been here in Albany, New York, since 2014, you know. So I've lived out here in three different places. Three different places out here. So this apartment where I live now, it's been the longest, I made it to 6 years in this apartment where I live right now. So, I already told my landlord that I am moving out. I don't know when though. There's a funny response that I got from him. I said, yeah, I'm going to get married. And, it's kind of funny because I'm like, I haven't met the guy yet. So I am funny. I love messing with people just to see how they're responding, because he did see me packing up a bunch of stuff in my van, not van, but it's a SUV, and so he was probably, he thought I was running away and moving out, and it's too funny. So yeah, Starlight will be, and like he was choked up at first, but then he totally completely relaxed, realizing she's not moving anywhere. She's thinking she's getting married to this guy, and I'm waiting for the day when I do actually pack up my stuff. I'm like, hey, I told you I was going to get married. And so anyway, if you really are looking for the guy or girl in your life, really, I am telling you, the universe already has who you are looking for. You're looking in all the wrong places, number one. We've been taught that everything is outside of us when really God put everything inside of us. You're like, how's that? Like how did the man or woman that I love, how is that, you're figuring that how big a person is, depending on who they are, guy or girl. How is it that they're inside of me? Well, when you work on yourself and you do your chat, like you work on meditations, clearing out a lot of trauma from your past lifetime, maybe as a kid, maybe you've been abused or, by your family members or relationships, is that it clears out a lot of stuff. You can even clear out stuff from your ancestors, your bloodline. I've done so much clearing out through guided meditations. I love, doing guided meditations. That's why I want to help other people out. If you only knew how great you feel when you get done, when you finally learn how to actually correctly do a guided meditation, and when you can feel the stuff leaving through your body and coming out of your body, and how great you feel after you get done doing a meditation, you're going to want to go out and say, hey, have you tried guided meditations? It's going to be like a high of your own. I've never really heard of anybody telling you how you feel. A lot of people tell you about the chakras, but I've watched videos on chakras and the 7 chakras, and I have never heard anybody tell you how you feel, like doing guided meditation. So I am here. It feels awesome when you actually learn how to actually, it is kind of funny. We do things in our life, it's awesome. Let me finish that sentence. Is when you finally learn how to do it right, when you feel the chakras in your body from your root, your sacral, your solar plex, your heart, your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown, is when you get those babies going. I just did a beautiful guided meditation where the lady said there's tree, and the tree had red leaves and orange leaves and yellow leaves and blue leaves, and the third eye color, or well, the green leaves, and then blue and, well, I got the colors mixed up, but green, blue, and then the third eye is like a beautiful, like, you shade, I don't know how they word it. And your crown, is your crown chakra color. That tree had all these colors on there, and it was such a very intense, beautiful guided meditation. So they do have a lot of visual guided meditations. I love those when it works out good. Sometimes I listen to some guided meditations and I couldn't, it didn't work out. So sometimes, you got to try other meditations that will help you so you can actually feel those chakras. They will actually vibrate like inside of you. You can feel them like they're alive coming inside, and it's nothing to be afraid of. So you'll feel them, and the more you breathe into them, they will expand. You'll feel them stretch through your body, like, even though you can't see them, but you can feel it. And it's a beautiful feeling, so you work on your root, and then root chakra, and then your sacral, the sacral chakra, sorry about that, and that's right below your belly button. And your solar plex is kind of in between your heart and your belly button area. And then your heart chakra, and they have all different colors. And your throat, you'll feel all those like pulsate inside your body. And then, like it's a breathing exercise that you're doing, and you'll feel the root chakra light up, like feel it, like vibrate and stuff. And all of them will vibrate all the way up to your crown, and it's just such a great release in your body, getting rid of negative energies, and so it is so important to really learn how to do it. And I have to bring this up, like, I really am not a scientist when it comes to the chakras, but you think about it when this is going to be a little much for your mind right now, but when this is not a video for kids, so this is for adults here, so we're going to talk about sex a little bit, is you think about it, like, I am not a guy, but I am a female, and I understand there's certain things that happen to me, and I'm trying to think how to word this. When you get some alone time, you're taking care of your sexual needs, put it that way, and it's all by yourself. Like, guys do their thing, like, guys have different ways of doing their thing. Women have different ways of doing their thing, of where they get that stress relief. And but you think about it, how do you think that is happening? I definitely believe it's you're using your chakras whether you're aware of it or not. So those beautiful feelings that you're getting, from doing that, you are breathing in and breathing out, and you're doing all this stuff with your body without even being aware of it. You know, I can't speak for how a man works and his body, but I have to like think that it has to kind of feel similar to a female. And I know this is kind of a weird thing for Starlight to be bringing up on this goals, like where do you see yourself? And 10 years from now. But really, when you work on your chakras and clear everything out, that's how you're going to find that female, guys, girls, you're going to find them because you're working on your chakras, you're opening them up and you're getting healed. We all need to get healed. And by doing that, you're going to feel so good when you take the time out. Make some time. I'm telling you, you're the one missing out, and it does. It takes patience, like to clear your mind. I had to wake up 3:03 last night to clear my thoughts, in the middle of the night, So, but, as they say in life, the more practice makes perfect. Just like anything that you try something and it doesn't work out the first time, and did you give up? Did you learn how to ride a bike? You learned how to walk. You're walking around, right? You learned how to talk. You learned how to drive a car, maybe. A lot of you probably know how to drive a car. Did you learn it the first time? No, you had to try it over and over again. And, so many things in life that, you didn't learn it the first time. So it does. It takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of controlling your life and letting people out of your life that's not helping you so you can actually work on your heart space and your chakras. That's where that beautiful, I'm telling you, if you only would know and understand what the universe has. The universe knows you inside and out. I was I'm going to be writing into my twin, and I was going to bring up some topics to him. But even your deepest desires that you might not even tell anybody, right? The universe knows all your thoughts and knows everything, even better than you do, on who is the greatest guy or girl for your life. So instead of you picking them out, because Starlight never could pick a guy out, absolutely. I cared too much. My heart, I wanted to help them all the time. I wanted to help them. I wanted to study them and try to fix them, because it's the female in me, you know. So, where you do work on yourself, then, all those things that you desire, like, and I know this is kind of off the topic, and I'm sorry about this, is really then you can get all those things that you desire, like for your future, as far as what your goals are, like where you see yourself from 10 years from now. If you started working on yourself in your heart space now, working on the things instead of running away from them, like you work every day working on this, and it does take time. Eventually, the universe will move there. It will be when you're not even expecting it, like it happened to me. It wasn't when I was looking. I just got done with the dating. It's so funny when I got done with the dating app and canceled that out. And I'm like, yeah, and I was just working on myself. I didn't have anybody really, at the time, like I was thinking that get involved with, not like at a certain point, where I gave up on looking, and that is when the universe actually put the last man on earth, it's like that's how this works. And everything that you can ever imagine what you desire in a man or a girl is the universe has got it really down packed, and the universe will amaze you with the kind of person that the universe wants to bless you with. But you need to get healed. You need to get healed from all the stuff that you've gone through, even being in the matrix, get healed from all the lies that you've been fed, so that way then you can, like in 10 years, all that can be all lined up for you. And no matter what way you decide to go, if you don't decide to work on your heart space and do guided meditations or do yoga, yoga is very important. It helps you to stay in the now moment, and it gives you breathing techniques and balance. And what else? It helps you to flex your muscles out. I'm been able to stretch parts of my body that I didn't think would stretch that far. So it is awesome to really work on your body, get to learn what your body is made out of. It's really important to do that, and that's what Starlight has been going through. So that's kind of funny. This is like a two-topic video, is because the other video I wanted to make is to focus on yourself. That was the title, and it's kind of weird. It's blending in with the, like the where you see yourself from like 5 years to 10 years from now. But really, focus on yourself. Forget out, like if you got a wife, and you're married, yes, you got to, but really you should be the number one. Work on yourself first, instead of trying to help other people out there. You can't help them until you get their proper help for yourself that you actually need. So by working on yourself, by eating right and quitting bad habits, if you drink or smoke or do drugs that are illegal, I'm not against pot or marijuana, but it can trip you up. That's why Starlight quit. I quit that all on my own, and I did make a video on that with marijuana. So, if you do smoke marijuana, I do have, I think 3 videos on that, and it's my life experience, not from what a doctor, not what I read. It's what I experienced personally in my life, the do's and don'ts, the bad and ugly with marijuana. So, because marijuana can make you forget, and it can make you where you're not, like you're supposed to be doing, like they have that song, like I would have done my laundry, but I got high. I would have done my dishes, but then I got high. And that is so true, and that's pretty much why I quit. Besides, it was costing me a lot of money. I was smoking a lot. A good, I don't know how many joints in one day, and it does add up after a while. So I decided, hey, I'd rather put my money on better things than marijuana. So anyway, I don't know where you, like see yourself in 10 years now, but you really ought to make plans. It's like if you don't make plans, it's like there's a blank slate, like, imagine that's what you create is a blank slate, because that's what you envisioned is a blank slate. So in 10 years from now is, now this is the fun part. 10 years from now, I'm already married. I already, like, so I now, because I said that I want to be a yoga instructor and help meditations, now I am actually helping people by helping them with courses where they can now learn, like to help other people out. So now they are actually learning the techniques that I have taught them, like, and like where they can become better versions of themselves. And then that's what this is all about, is to better ourselves, and not just me, but it's for the kids. And like we really do, we need to really change things up the way the world is running. And I talk to people, I just talked to a guy today when I was getting water today, spring water in my area. And like we were talking, and here Starlight's got to mention, about her YouTube channel. And yeah, like, and I told him, that I have a YouTube channel and that I want to help people be the change that they want to see in the world. And he said, good for you, and I really appreciate that, and I also let him know about, that I'm a vegan. And then we talked about, animals and stuff like that. He told me some stuff about cheese that I didn't know about cows, that they have a weird thing that they, this one farm that he knows is that they have some kind of weird thing out at the farm place. And the cows like to get massaged. So they all kind of get up to this thing. I don't know what it looks like or whatever, but they all want to get their massages, and it makes them feel good, and they're happy. And this farmer claims that it makes their cheese tastes better because the cows are happier because they're all getting these massages and they're all so, and the other thing I heard is about cows again, is that another place they have cows, and the cows love massages like Starlight. Starlight loves giving them, receiving, head to toe though. You better have time for that. So, so they actually they give the cows massages themselves with their hands because the cows love it. And they claim that because the cows love getting these massages like Starlight does, is that it makes them happy. But the sad part is they end up using these cows for beef, and they say it's the best beef because it's happy cows. So that's a weird story that I'm telling you for this video, but I just kind of thought of that, and but I told him a story. I said, well, the way the animals get abused when they get killed and we eat them, we're actually eating the pain that they've experienced, when you eat like beef and stuff or any of the animals, that it's not a pretty sight, like there's a video I couldn't watch. I would never watch it. I couldn't watch it. I don't want to see animals suffer. But they do have videos out there to show you what happens to them, like I know with chickens they chop their heads off and then they run around, headless, so you're eating that, like you're eating that torment part of them, and then we're getting infected, like it affects us in a bad way because we're eating, like what they went through, so it's energy, that's what it is. It's energy that you might not, understand that you're a part of that now. And I don't eat the animals anymore. I love them so much. So anyway, really, you got to really think of what you desire in your life. And everybody, really everybody desires pretty much the same thing. A lot of people, they, like, who wouldn't want peace on earth? But I guess there are some people, because I see it out in my area, but, people really want to be happy in life. And there's people out there, they really do. The people that are going around trashing places, going around and doing graffiti all over and, like knocking things over in the middle of the night, they need to be healed, so they need love. They need more love. People that are going through some stuff out there is that, who knows what they've gone through. So please don't like judge those people because we really don't know what their childhood was like, and because there's been a lot of stuff going on in the world that a lot of people don't understand, but there are some people out there that do, so really just pray for those people, love those people, like, but you don't want to hang out with those people, like really do not hang out with those kind of people, but pray for them. They need love just like anybody else does. Just like the animals, they need to be loved and cared for, so really work on your heart space and your chakras, guided meditations, like I want to learn more about guided meditation so I can help other people. I want to be the example when I go out and, teach girls and ladies, like I would love to start off with kids too, like to get kids out because really we need the kids. They are the target out in the world. The schools, the government, the military and all that stuff, they're always trying to target the kids and society when they're, like, you know, first thing they get out of school, you got the porn industry that's trying to get guys and girls either now a lot of that is going online, and it's tearing people's lives apart. You might think, they look like they're having fun on that porn. You don't know what you don't know what the heck they're going through when they get off, though. That's an act. Really, all that is an act. It's an act. You don't know that they're ready to kill themselves later. You don't know that they're, like depressed because their friends and family members call them names and all that stuff. You have no freaking clue to what those people go through. And there's people that go on those sites and they don't think nothing of it. They don't know what's going on behind the scenes on that stuff. But there's people that want to end their lives because they got trapped into stuff like that. They got tricked into stuff like that. I actually do know somebody that went into that porn industry, went on the red carpet and everything, and that person has never been the same. Never, So it does have a way of stealing their soul. So, if you do go on those porn sites, think of me the next time you go on there, really, because there's another side that you don't see, and that's how twisted this world is, that there's people that their lives have been ruined over stuff like that out in this world. And, we should not support those kind of things out there. I know I'm reaching in areas that I wasn't expecting, but I'm going with the flow here. So, we gotta love people and understand, like everything that we think that we know in the world is not always accurate. Like we can get deceived. There's a lot of people that do act. A lot of people in the world, they have a mask on and they're afraid to take that mask off because they're afraid that they're going to be judged. People are going to criticize them for who they really are. And so I love you so much, and this has been a lot in this video, and I'm recording this. It's going to be sent out no matter what. It needs to be said. It needs to be spoken. It needs to be heard. So I really just want you to really work on yourself and your life, your heart. Work on things that you know that you got to work on, and that I do have lots of videos on my YouTube channel that really will help you out. Like, are you searching for guidance? It's about numerology and numbers and the universe and archangels, how you can get messages where the archangels in the universe would love to help you out so you can understand really what's going on behind the scenes, behind the curtain, in this 3D third dimension, planet Earth here. And anyway, I want to say so much more, but my minutes are up here. And anyway, I do love you. So think really hard of what where do you see yourself from 10 years from now? So if you don't do that work in your heart space, or, work on yourself, that vision, but you got to believe whatever you are visioning, but it takes work though. You got to work on yourself in order for that to work out. So create what you create your reality, so you're going to be the one creating your future. So really, by working on your heart space will help you get there in a better, like a positive way. And I'm not going to say it's easy. It is a lot of work, but it's worth it in the end. You will thank me later on when you do the work, and then, things start coming to, and you start understanding things, and it does. It's layers of understanding. So, believe me, I want to talk more. But anyway, I do love you, and you can give this video a thumbs up. You can also share, with your family, your friends, your cat, your dog, a fox. I love foxes. It's kind of funny. I do love that red hair on them, the fur. And also, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can leave a message down below. Ding, ding, ding. And you can push the notification bell. I will ring it. Plus, you can find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. This is absolutely not for kids, this video. So you got a mixture of a little bit of this and that in this one, But it is the way it goes sometimes on these videos. You just never know what Starlight's going to say next. So anyway, I do love all of you. I hope you get a lot of help. This is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.